Okay. Um, hey there, everyone. So here's the video for the wellness part two, the happy list. Okay, so this video I'm going to talk about what it is, happy list. I got this idea from someone else. I don't remember what they called it. The best the best idea that I could come up with was happy list. So it's a list of about 10 things that you can do at home that make you feel happy or calm or comfortable or just help you feel better. All right. Why? Because, like we talked about last week, resilience. And resilience is our ability to recover quickly from difficulties and toughness. Why is that important? Well, to help everyone feel better um, when something bad happens or something that you don't like or something that that makes you feel bad in some way, then your ability to come back to normal, um, or recover from those bad feelings. And that's something that the list that should help you do when you're not feeling good and you take a break for a couple minutes. Then you can do something that's on your list. So, what should your list be? Your list should be tasks that are easy to accomplish. For example, meditate. That's something that can be accomplished without travel or excessive prep. Um, so the things need to be easy to do. Um, Something that's too difficult to do or too difficult to complete isn't going to help you feel better if it's not completed. Okay. Pick something that's easy to set up and start. Okay. Like I said, no excessive prep. Um, and it should take no more than like about 5 minutes, maybe, if you need some setup time for your activity. So let's say my daughter, for example, when she was younger, she used to like having uh, her blanket in the freezer during the summer, at least. Um, and she'd put it in the freezer for a few minutes so that it gets nice and cool. Um, and then she'd cover herself with it because it made her feel comfortable. So that's something that wouldn't take a long time to set up. For example, right? So an activity that's easy to finish. So let's say one of your activities is playing a game, right? If your game is going to take longer than 5 to 10 minutes to complete, um, it kind of defeats the purpose of something quick and easy to help you feel better. So try and not include things that'll take a long time to complete. Like, let's say you're doing origami or something like that because that helps you be calm. And the thing that you want to make is going to take you 20 or 30 minutes. That's going to be too long. Pick something that will be a little bit easier. Okay. And it needs to be something that can be done at home, right? There can be situations where where you can do some of these things away from home and like at school, for example. Um, but the focus for what we're working on is going to be things that can be done at home. Okay. Oops. All right. So things that should not be on your list, all right, is eating or food or snacks. Your things on your list should not include other people. And things on your list should not include activities or items that are unhealthy or dangerous. For obvious reasons, you don't want unhealthy or dangerous reasons or activities in your on your list. We want to promote health and well-being, not dangerousness. So try and pick something that's not, dangerous to do. Right. So I said no eating, no snacks. And the reason for that is because I don't want to cause anyone to feel like they need food in order to feel happy, because that causes other problems. Um, I don't also want people to be not reliant on other people, but I want you to focus on creating things that you can do by yourself, because if you're alone, you won't have anyone else to help you anyway. Right. So these need to be things that you can do by yourself on your own. All right. So let's talk about my list. Um, and this is a quick list that I came up with while I was working on the assignment. A lot of these things I do on a regular basis already, because I've, you know, been working on implementing this in my life for a while already. So, like my number one, um, something that whenever I do it always makes me feel happy. Play fetch with the dogs. The dogs are always willing to play fetch at my house, so that's something that I know I can count on. I don't say pet the cat because sometimes the cat doesn't want to get petted. Um, go for a short walk. That short walk sometimes is with my dogs. Um, that's something that's quick and easy. Doesn't require a lot of setup. Right, might require I change my shoes, but it doesn't require a lot of setup. Right, something else. And for me, this is something that helps me feel better. I do a set of 40 push-ups. Afterwards, I usually feel better. I think it has something to do with the exercise. For some people, doing 40 push-ups might not make you feel better, might make you feel worse. But that's, this why this list is personal things to you, right? Something else I do occasionally is meditate. Um, that's something that requires very little prep um, to do, and you can do just about anywhere. Breathing exercises. Sometimes breathing exercises and meditation are, brought together. But they are different. And for when I'm on the go or not at home, I actually have an app on my watch that helps me go through breathing exercises. um, so the next thing I have is work on or maintenance my RC stuff or my remote control things. I have cars, planes, drones, trucks. So usually something needs worked on, or I can do maintenance on my batteries or something like that. There's always some work that can be done with my RC stuff, and that's something that usually makes me feel calm and relaxed also. Painting, lots of different kinds of painting. But I enjoy painting like figures or stuff like, that would be like this. If the Yoda had printed out right, I'd have probably painted it. Uh, watching meme videos. So that's something that I know I like, and I usually get at least one real laugh per video, um, and that usually helps me feel better, and something that also that I can do almost anywhere, which is nice. There are other kinds of videos that I watch, but if I want a quick break and I'm not feeling good, need something to help me feel a little bit better, um, I'm gonna watch a meme video if I feel like watching a video. Okay, so to finish out my list, um, sit outside and do either meditation or breathing exercises, because sometimes it's just nice and calming to be outside. Um, so I'll pick somewhere to sit, somewhere that has a little bit of sun, a little bit of shade, so that way I can be comfortable, um, and do breathing exercise or maybe meditate for a few minutes. Um, 5 minutes of stretching. I put or yoga there. Some of the stretching exercises I do our yoga-based exercises. And then spend a break working on one of my fun projects. So my fun projects, I consider things that don't have anything to do with work, like my RCs. But I already mentioned that the shelves that are behind me, the red, white, and blue shelves behind me, me and my wife built, that was one of our fun projects. My current fun project is I have an old poker table that I'm going to convert into a tabletop gaming table for any kind of game, basically. Um, so I spent a little bit of time working on one of my fun projects. I set a timer here because I sometimes tend to get carried away working on projects and will go over time. And this is usually meant for a quick break, so I'll set myself a timer. All right, so that's the that's all for my list. Sometimes I think of things, or sometimes things just come naturally, and you're doing an activity and you're like, oh, after that activity I feel a lot better. I wasn't feeling good before, and after doing that activity I feel better. um, Feel free to add that to your list, because that should be something that you look forward to. um, so the list of things is good for when when you're feeling kind of down and you just you don't like it and you want to feel better. Try something on your list. Try a couple of the things on your list. And then hopefully we'll work to a point where we try and do at least one thing from our list every day. Okay. Thanks. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it explains how to do the list.